Hey guys, what is up? It is Shin, and today we're doing something a little special, given that this is the 2.0 patch and the 1-year anniversary patch. We're going to be doing a account review, but not of anybody, a day one content creator account. Mine. Hi. Twitch, YouTube, follow, sub, do it. Please. Trying to hit 160 subs by the end of the month, and I'm trying to hit 300 by the end of the month on Twitch as well. So if you're interested in seeing some Zenless and Zero, Honkai Star Rail, JRPGs, fighting games, all that kind of stuff, check out the Twitch. It means a lot. I appreciate you taking your time to watch this, and let's get back into this. If you are interested in having a character review, or if you want me to review your account, join the Discord in the description down below, and that is where we can talk about that. I'm currently trying to set that up still, but if you're interested, let me know. Join the Discord. That's where we talk about it. All right, so first things first, I've been playing the game since day one. We're gonna go over some of my characters, the characters I'm proud of, that I want to like flex per se, the characters I'm working on that they're not really where I want, and kind of what I want to do with this account, because this account I have big ideas, big hopes for, and I would really appreciate if you guys were both here for that and, you know, we're a part of it. So let's get into it. So as a day one player, I have a lot of stuff. As you can tell in the background, I decided to flex my favorite max capacity of Wenjins. I like to collect the signature Wenjins for the characters I pull, especially if you can't tell, anomaly perspective into my account and my view of this game, which I'll give a full 1-year review in a different video, so look forward to that. I love Anomaly. Once I saw Anomaly and Disorder, I knew I immediately had to focus on that and have a dedication to like Disorder, because from what I had saw, people were kind of sleeping on Disorder. They thought it was kind of jank, and I saw the potential. And if you've seen some of the characters, which we'll go into in a moment, that has paid off very well, especially with upcoming characters, which for Yuzuha and Alice, if you're interested, I do have videos breaking down their initial leaked kits. Check those out as well. But let's get right into the characters. So these are the characters I do have. I'll kind of just go down real quick and so you can see them.
My loyal. I am the. We fighting? Take me. I'll office. Let's start. Only the brave.
So starting out, I want to show off my Caesar, as probably it feels like the only Caesar enjoyer, supporter in the content creator space. I got super lucky. Bless my wife, Mrs. Pond. She's amazingly lucky. She got me 2 copies of Caesar and 2 temples after I had gotten her. I do have her signature Wenjin, and then this is her current build right now. And then I do need to work on leveling. I think it's this one. Yeah, defensive assist. But it's, again, it's a work in progress. It's not super necessary, but I love her. She's great. She's like Zhongli, and she just really lets me go unga bunga with the team that I do run her in, which I will do a few team showcases later in the video, so stick around for that. But yeah, no, I love her. I think she's really cool. I like the fact that she has a parry. I love parries in fighting games, and I liked Ben because of his parry, but I'm not a big fan of big bodies. So Caesar is, you know, Zhongli might be better in terms of overall account value, but there are 2 things Caesar will always have that Zhongli won't. Next up is Miyabi Hoshimi, or Hoshimi Miyabi. I do have her M1 and her signature Wenjin, and I'm running 2-piece Phaethon's Melody for the Anomaly Mastery because I do not max out her crit rate out of battle, so it's to kind of compensate. I would like to have a little more crit damage and attack, but you know, she does. It's Miyabi at M1 W1. She's gonna do the job regardless of what I do. Next up is Yanagi, my first ever Omega Simp, second rather, we'll get to that, but probably my favorite character gameplay wise, or second depending. I love her. I don't have her M0. She's at M0 W1. I really want her anomaly proficiency to go down or go up. And I would like to switch out this for an anomaly mastery, like preferably Phaethon's Melody. But the only reason why I'm not is because of this 3-roll anomaly proficiency on this Freedom Blues. So I'm having a really hard time replacing that without losing a bunch. But again, work in progress. I'm trying not to share discs, which I'll explain later. And yeah, she's a work in progress, but I really like where she's at. And I'll kind of show you my favorite teams later on as well.
Wanna be my research subject?
So Jane is by far the first character that made me a Omega Gooner for this game, by far. You know, if you watched her teaser and her trailer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And she's also a prime example of why you don't pull for A ranks, because as you can see, I have her M1. Do you want to know why I have her M1? Because I didn't get a single copy of Seth until the same 10 pull I got my second Jane Doe in.
Officer Seth, Linkspire.
Yes!
Nice to meet you.
Finally. Hell yeah, bro. Welcome home, man.
Criminology specialist.
You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. So while her M1 is awesome, I didn't want it. I wanted a Seth for my Jane Doe. It was really frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. I love Jane. She's awesome. She's so fun to play. She has some issues here and there, but I just love her. She's awesome. And I would like to give her some more attack, but her anomaly proficiency is really awesome. So it's, again, a lot of the cases come down to not having good enough discs to replace stuff. That's my biggest issue, but that just comes with time, so I'm not too worried about it. And last but not least, for characters I would like to show off, especially, is my Ishwen. Now, her sheer force is really high because, oh, and she's M0 by the way, because I do not have a good enough ether damage bonus piece here. Now, ether damage is better, run that, because that is what sheer force scales off of, right? So you want to run that, but your only piece is your best piece. And I did not have any ether damage pieces that were comparable to this at all. And I wasn't willing to sacrifice my crit stats for ether damage. And this is where she's at right now. I would like to 12 this out as well, just like my other characters I showed off today.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
But I would say Ishwen and Yanaki are probably my two favorite characters to play. And just design wise, you know, they both have that ara vibe to them. If you know, you know, and if you appreciate it, you're a real one for that. But now that we showed off our characters that I want to showcase, at least, there's one thing I would like to say. My goal with this account is to build and test as many characters as I possibly can. Now, that is either extremely lucky or expensive, generally a combination of the two. I do not spend much. I am a battle pass and daily login spender for this game. I think I did the top ups for 1.x, but that was just like, you know, the one time, the double top ups. And I would love to continue doing this or do it to the best of my ability. So again, if you are interested in that type of content for Zenless, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, just hang out, we're really chill, and I'd appreciate you guys and your support in that way. So anyways, enough with that little tangent right there. That is the goal of my account, to build and test as many characters as possible. But I do focus on anomaly characters. As you can tell, I have every single anomaly S rank and their signature Wenjin. Let's go into the battles and let's show off some of my teams. All right, so for teams, my favorite team right now is probably this team right here: Miyabi, Yanagi, Caesar. The reason I put Caesar there is because, you know, as she's M2W1, her buffs are quite significant. Granted, it's probably not as impactful as someone like Lucy or Nicole, or even maybe, or especially Astra and soon to be Yuzuha. But the shield, how strong her shield is so comfy with Miyabi and Yanagi, being able to kind of switch between them without really having to worry about interruption is so nice that I'm willing to take the slight, in my opinion, the M2W1 makes it more of a slight DPS loss, but I'm willing to take the DPS loss just for the comfort of play. And that is one thing I think with Caesar, again, I'll probably make another video about this, but that's one thing I think people really sleep on Caesar for, is just her comfort is such a valuable thing. Like M1W1 Miyabi, M0W1 Yanagi both have such high DPS together, and I really like them because Miyabi Yanagi, you know, lore reasons, and I just like Polarity Disorder, being able to spam Miyabi's enhanced basic full charge, like just kind of being able to like rapid fire it with the right setup or conditions, which I'll try and showcase that later when I do kind of the showcase. But that is by far my favorite team. My original team that I had was UN. This is just kind of, obviously I would replace Caesar with A rank and B for this team because she was the first limited S rank I had, so that has a place in my heart. But this was my first real cohesive team. I like this team a lot. It's really fun, and when Yanagi came out, I switched Jane with Yanagi, and it was awesome. I love the team. Polarity Disorders, well, Disorder is insanely fun on its own, so that it will, as you will see, will be a trend. Evelyn is awesome. I love that team. Once I got used to how Coletta plays, it feels so much better than it ever has, because I was kind of scuffed with this team, I'm going to be honest, which you'll see later when I do the showcases. I'm not very good with this team, but I think I'm good enough to clear, and that's the main thing for me. So next up, this is my more technical, if you want to call it, team that I enjoy. Vivian, Bernice, Jane. It's my triple disorder, or triple anomaly. I call it triple disorder because the amount of time you're spending swapping between them, it's not a true quick swap team, but it really feels like it because you're switching between Vivian and Jane to maintain their resources, mainly Vivian, and then you kind of just tag into Bernice whenever you need to top off her meter. And when you get to kind of spam their ults together, it's just so fun looking at all the pretty different colored numbers pop off at the same time. And it's just a really fun team that I do enjoy. And last but not least, my Ishwen team. Now, I will not be playing this exact team when I do the showcase for her because Astra is better with, or Evelyn wants Astra more than Ishwen wants Astra. Now, I would love to be able to pull Jufufu, but I am currently not able to do that because I'm focusing on Yuzuha and Alice. So if you would like to see me pull for Jufufu, let me know in the comments. Check out the YouTube, the Twitch. I do have a Ko-Fi link in the description as well. If you want to support that type of content, I'd appreciate it greatly. It means a lot, even you just watching this video and checking out the Twitch as well. But yeah, those are my favorite teams that I play. And then I kind of just flex around kind of whatever I'm feeling. I love doing endgame runs for like Deadly Assault and Shield Defense. Kind of trying to optimize my runs. Like right now, these are my current best times for this Shiyu defense. And speaking of Shiyu defense and Deadly Assault, why don't I show you what my teams can do? Now I'm just going to shut up and play. I'll take the model down and everything. But just remember, I'm not trying to play optimally. I'm not trying to perfect this. I'm not trying to maximize my stuff. I am a sweaty casual. I try my best, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours resetting for the perfect run, because my account is good enough to clear regardless. I'm not gonna sit here and cry and try and optimize the first time, especially for this, because I want to showcase my actual skill, not the random one-shot best run I can do. I want to be relatable and show that you can be scuffed and still clear just as fine. So with that, let's get right into these clears. I'm going to do my Shiyu defense, and then I'll go into the Deadly Assaults. I'll clear those out, and then I will just do them raw. So, all right, let's get into it. So for this run, we are going to be using Astra, Ishwen, Pan, and then Miyabi, Yanagi, Caesar. But with that said, I'll shut up and let's get into it.
Allow me. What a nuisance. Let's make this quick.
The enemy's up to something! Evasive maneuver!
Obliterate form and spirit. Release.
Scoundrels!
An opening. Good work.
Last breath!
What a nuisance.
Now's an exclusive recipe made just for you! Yeah!
Strengthen tonight. Switch yet still. Scatter.
I'll take charge!
Allow me.
Waste of time. My blade is already It's over. Such provocations don't go unanswered. Resistance is futile. Victory, the only option. I won't budge! Even one step! My blade is ready. Focusing. Weak spot located. The cold is silent. Waste of time.
All right. That, as you could see, there were some moments where I messed up some resources. I thought I had the hold basic for Caesars. That's why you saw me standing there. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not that worried about it because, you know, like I cleared. I had plenty of time to clear, and that's the main thing for me. All right. So next up, we have the deadly assault runs. These are going to be the teams I'm using to clear. So I'm going to show you guys on the video that I am resetting them, so that you can see that I am getting them in the same footage. So we're gonna use this buff, and then we will be.
We fighting? Let you take it.
I can help you.
Ishwen,
Hey, pick me.
A mission.
Nope,
Do you want me to
that's not
fight?
good. Pan and Lucy. I'm not very
everyone.
optimized with this specific version of the team, but I am trying my best. So like I said, it's gonna be relatable because you're gonna see me dropping buffs, messing up rotations. You know, again, I'm not a perfect player, but I do try my best, and I'm optimal enough to get the clear. And again, to me, that's the most important. So let's get right into it.
Breaking through!
What a nuisance. Let's make this quick. Switch yet still. Out to free. What a nuisance. Transform in spirit. Got it. More faith. It's sealed.
Home run!
Time is right. Crank up the heat. Yeah. Judgment. Annihilation. Embrace the darkness.
What a nuisance.
Last judgment. Time for execution.
Get still. Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
Back down.
Clear then forward.
A beautiful shooting star!
Exclusive recipe made just for you.
Cycle of yin and yang. Out to creep. Let's make this quick. What a nuisance.
All right, again, not too terrible. I think that might have actually been my best run. Yeah, I think that was actually my best run with this team in particular. And there were some scuffle moments. There were times that I messed up. So that's the highest I've gotten with this particular team. So I'm very proud of that. All right, next up, we're going to be doing, I think it's marionettes is the middle one. So, yep, marionettes. All right, we're going to be doing this one. We'll be doing...
Only the brave will win.
Actually, you know what? We'll do this one twice. We'll do this one with my Miyabi team.
We fighting? This is
And then we'll use my
Only
triple
the brave will win.
anomaly team
That's
with
me.
Vivian, Bernice, and Jane. Just so you can see both to kind of see. That one is going to be a lot more difficult, but let's go into this one. Probably my best team for this right now based on what we used for Priest and then what we're using for Temple. Let's get right into it.
Ready. Out there. Not even close. Leave the rest to me. My blade is already shot. Sorry, I'm late, Yamagi. Scatter! Shadowless blade. Enemies affecting 6. They'll pay. Weakling. The cold is silent. I swear on my blade. Weakling. I won't budge! Even one step! work, Chief. My blade is already waste of time. Simple. Weak spot located. Mind and body. Shadowless blade. Purging slash. Yanagi, I'll handle it. Resistance is futile. My blade is already short. Leave the rest to me, Chief. One step further! It's over.
All right, so that was actually not bad. That might have actually been my best run with this team as well. Again, as long as I get the 20K, I am more than happy. Ooh, actually, that was not my best run with this team, but it's still very good. I'm not gonna act like that's not great. That's fantastic. So, all right, last but certainly not least, we have Pompeii. Now, this one is probably the one I struggled with the most. And once we finish this one, we will go to back to the marionettes. There we go. And then we will.
One officer asked that can help.
Needs.
Don't you want to test my ham? Yeah, you know it's good.
All right, so after we do this Pompeii run, we will go back to the marionettes and try the triple anomaly team just to kind of showcase what that kind of looks like and my scuffed performance with that team. So without further ado, let's get into this Pompeii fight so we can return to the marionettes. Again, just a reminder, this team is very scuffed. Do not don't go too hard on me about my other rotations. So
I'll protect you, Lydia. Get to safety. Heads up. Just watch me. Leave it to me. Counter. Don't cross the line. Here we go. Nothing breaches my defense. Nothing slips through my defense. This is our chance. It's moving. Ha! Don't blink. You'll miss me bashing you into the ground. Heads up. Just watch me. Sing in the name of hope. Don't cross the line. Eat hammer. Nothing breaches my defense. Final warning. Don't cross the line. Neutralize the threat. Leave it to me! Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundation! All covered. Witness the magic of music. You have no music. The best defense is a strong offense. Don't even try. Here we go! Heads up. Music is the rhythm of life. Initiating level 1 sequence. Nothing reaches my defense. Don't cross the line.
All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm very scuffed with this fight. I could try and sweat this out, but I just want my 20k. Like, that's it. As long as I can S rank the content, I'm not gonna sweat too much. But I am trying to practice this fight. So just like I said, be nice to me about that in the comments. And absolutely last, but most certainly not least, we are going to be trying we're going to be showcasing my triple anomaly team. This is by far the one if this may or may not look more scuffed than the Evelyn team, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Let me know what you guys think about this team. So without further ado, let's just get right into the fight.
Let's make this quick. Ready for a fiery feast! Don't you know? Hit my first turtle. Here's a taste of the abyss. Careful. I bite. Such a pain. Press the advantage. Don't get sloppy. Don't underestimate me. Who dares get between me and Lord Satan? Now, you're the prey. No escape. This party is just getting started. Wanna know what lurks in the darkness? Catch up. The final act begins now.
Notice me. Lord. I can take him.
All right, so yeah, that was definitely scuffed. I really need to test out the build a little more with Bernice, because as you saw, there were a few times where I did run out of her meter, which it wasn't for very long, but as you can tell, I'm not very comfortable with the team, but it is just so much fun, and I was able to get the clears. So that, again, that means I'm playing competently enough with my scuffed team. So let me know what you think about this team in particular. It's kind of a more cope team than anything else, but it is so much fun. And if you do have these characters, please let me know what you think about this team if you do try it for yourself, because I definitely recommend at least giving it a shot. All right, so now we are where we are now at Waylum Heights at Soybian Temple. This is where we are at the beginning of 2.0 and probably for a good few patches of 2.x. I am absolutely loving this game. I'm having so much fun with the combat. I do still love Star Rail, and I plan doing more content with that, but this game has just really caught my attention lately, the past few patches. And so if you're interested in Star Rail, Zenless, do stream Impact 3 and Genshin every now and then. I'm currently playing through Persona 3 Reload and some fighting games alongside that as well. Please, like I said, check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Shimpone_. And then we have the YouTube that you're currently watching this on. Let me know if you want to see more type of content like this. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch to this part of the video. I appreciate it so much, and I look forward to doing this going forward. And remember, guys, to have fun in New Eridu. Bye.